Good morning, students. Last day we have started introduction to C++. I think all of you have seen that video and read the book. So, in this chapter we have discussed what is what is the use of C++ program, and then how will you start C++, means structure of a C++ program. So if you have installed Turbo C++ in your computer, then you can do C++ program. Now here in Turbo C++ or Borderland Dev C++, whatever you want you can do, but in a school we will discuss about Turbo C++. Now today we will discuss about the variable and data types. Variable means what? Variable means a name, a specific name by which the value is stored in the computer system, in the memory of the computer system. Like you can say, where do you live? You will say, I live in Barashat. So in Barashat, where do you live? So that is then you will say a specific address, your specific address. So similarly here in the computer, a variable is the specific address where the value is stored in the computer system, in the memory of the computer system. Okay, so that is a variable. Now when you will write the variable names, then you have to see, you have to check that the name is, the variable name is the valid or not. So what is valid variable name? How will you write the variable, valid variable? For that, first thing, here you can use three things: alphabet, digits and underscore. Other special symbols you can't use here, only underscore, alphabets and digits, that is numbers. And when you will write the variable name, then it should be start with either alphabet or underscore. You can't start with a digits. First thing. Second is, you can't use any specific keyword, reserved keywords that like which are used by C++ program, like if, else, break, case, switch, then while, do while. So these keywords you can't use in variable names. Okay, now each and every variable has a specific range, specific length. Okay, so these things, when you are writing a valid variable, then these things you have to keep it in your mind. So that is valid variable. Next is identifier. Identifier means variable means which can be manipulated by the program. Which can be manipulated means the value which is stored in the variable that you can manipulate in the program afterwards. So that is not the fixed value. Okay, that is variable. And identifier, it is used to, it is also identifies a name or which is given to the variable, that may be class, structure or constant. So these things, variable means that is flexible, you can't change the value. But if you have written constant, if you are telling constant, then the value is fixed, that value you can't change in the program. So that is identifier. For that, variables, for constant, class, structures, for everything that identifier is used. Same thing here, you can't use special character, only you can use here name, alphabets, numbers and underscore. You can start the variable name or identifier with the underscore sign, with the alphabet, but you can't start with numbers or digits. So these things you have to see when you are writing the variable name or identifier. Next thing is a standard reserved keywords. Reserved keywords means, just now I have told you ki the words which are used by C++ only, that is C++ reserved words or reserved keywords. So which are used in C++, like afterwards you will see when you will write a program in control C++ program, there you will see there are different keywords like if, else, and if, while, do while, okay, so switch case. So these things, these keywords, break, then these keywords are used for only C++ program, so that are called uh, keywords, reserved keywords. So that keywords you can't use in variable names or identifier. Next is data types. Data types means what? There are different data types are here. Variables are used to hold information, store the values, store the information, and data type is used to declare that variable. Okay, it specifies the length or range to the variable. Like when you will there are different data type modifiers are here, like signed, unsigned, then short and long. Signed means what? Which stores positive. Signed means which stores positive or negative values. Unsigned, if you are writing, then that will store only positive values. Short means short type, length will be short, and if it is a long, then the length will be maximum, like 32 bits, and if it is a short, then it will be 16-bit value. Okay, and bit and byte, I think all of you have listened about that. Bit and byte, that is a memory unit. Byte, 2 byte, 1 byte, 2 bits, 1 bit. I think all of you have listened this. Memory unit, kilobyte, megabyte, GB, KB, TB. So these things I think all of you know. So these are the data. When you will write a data type, then there are 4 types of data. That is Boolean, character, in short we write char, char. Integer, in short we are write int. And last one is floating point, floating type of data. Boolean means it stores only true or false values, that is 0 and 1. Okay, next one is where you can see you know that 1 means true and 0 means false. Next is a char data type. Char means character data type, which stores a character value, means alphabet value. Okay, so that is the size of this char, 1 byte. But there are 4 types of char data type, means signed char, unsigned char, long char, short char. 4 data types are there. That is white char, w char it is called. So it stores a maximum length, that is 4 bytes. Okay, now integer, it stores integer values, that is numeric values. Okay, and it is of 4 byte size, and it is of again long, like integer, signed integer, unsigned integer. Then if you are writing long, then long int, short int, then signed int, unsigned int. So there are 6 total 6 type of data: signed short, unsigned short, signed long, unsigned long, and signed int, unsigned int. Okay, so these are the different data types. Now when you are writing about the floating means you, in short, you are writing, you have to write float, int, float, char. So float means it stores decimal values, fractional value. Okay, like you are writing sum equals to 20.45 or 20.5. So this is the fractional value. If you are writing int num equal to 4.5, then it will store only 4, not store that 0.5, because it is an integer. Integer is storing the whole value, whole number, and float is for decimal values. So this is about the data types. Next day we will see declaration of variable. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you.